So today we're reacting to low vibrational music and black leaders. Let's get into it. I wonder what the fuck you gonna talk about. And I'm probably not getting monetized because I just cursed, but let's get it.
So within the black community, especially in 2026, we don't have any real leaders. Majority of our so-called leaders today are the rappers, the ball players, entertainers, the movie stars, the TV stars, etc. And many individuals with this great power and stardom that they have, they don't use it for good. Take, for example, someone like NBA Youngboy. He has a cult-like following. And I was having a discussion with my wife about him. I was like, man, imagine if NBA Youngboy had the mindset of someone like Malcolm X. This brother could take those.
I mean, he kind of does. It's like people forget that Malcolm X is one of the most violent leaders of that era. Yeah, I do know that, right? I think y'all forget that.
Those cult-like fans and start a revolution. But you know what he did instead? Promote Donald Trump.
What is that message, Make America Slime Again? Like, what does that title mean to you?
I mean, follow whatever Trump applying.
Follow whatever Trump applying.
Yeah,
What in what way? Like,
in every way.
Going back to the 1960s, they literally drew this game plan up. Back then, we had so many black revolutionaries popping up, man. We had Malcolm X, MLK, Fred Hampton, Kwame Ture, Angela Davis. So many of these black leaders kept popping up. And after one got killed, another would step up. So what these folks ended up doing was like, all right, we got to completely change this black revolutionary shit and push it towards something else. So Richard Nixon came up with the Black Capitalism Initiative. Here is even more proof of how they targeted us. So right here we have the national response to Richard Nixon's Black Capitalism Initiative. Richard Nixon viewed an uncontrolled black power movement as a major threat to the internal security of the United States during the late 1960s and early 1970s. To address this situation, Nixon developed his Black Capitalism Initiative. The Nixon presidency offered African Americans the notion of black capitalism as an incentive to move away from the notion of burn, baby, burn. The evidence suggests that although Nixon did not achieve his institutional goals related to black capitalism, did indeed achieve his larger ideological goal of subverting African American radicalism. And just by reading that, you see why these so-called leaders in 2026 move the way they do. Now today,
See, I can't lie. I like YouTubers like this. Very insightful, and they do, you feel me, they take their time to actually do research, which I can appreciate.
this video, man, we're gonna be talking about low vibrational music because this is a huge topic that I think needs to be discussed within the black community. Already, if you're new to my channel, this is not a respectability politics video. This is just a video of a young black man who is extremely proud to be black, talking about a negative element of our community that needs to be touched on. Now, this all started because of a woman rapper by the name of Young Miami. Now, Young Miami came out with the City Girls, her and JT, and you know, she had the whole era. We all know about the City Girls. And she has recently been in some backlash because of a new song she dropped called Spin That. And basically within the lyrics, it's promoting straight dumb shit. It's promoting scamming and just regular other city girl shit. I want to say this, man. As I get older, I am conscious of everything that I consume, whether that be food, the type of people I'm around, the type of media I consume. I don't think a lot of us pay attention to the stuff that we consume enough, and that is a problem. You are what you eat, physically and mentally. And listen, I'm not perfect. I grew up in the Chicago drill era where niggas was talking about shooting everybody and doing all this crazy shit. So, you know, I do have my moments where I listen to ignorant shit. I ain't gonna hold you. So I'm at the point where it's like, one should know better, you're gonna do better. And that's how I move. And as far as me even listening to music anyway, bruh, when I'm in the car or I'm in the house chilling, I usually do play music. I do that at times, but I also...
See, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I used to listen to a lot of music. Like, wake up, listen to music, go to sleep, listening to music, midday, listen to music, drive, listen to music, everything, listen to music. And I used to think that that shit didn't influence the way I acted or the way I lived the life until I stopped listening to music so frequently. And now that I don't listen to music as frequently, I see, like, the old, I be looking at pictures or videos of me in the past, and I'm just like, that wasn't really me. It wasn't. I was just being influenced without even knowing it. That's how strong music is, bro. For real.
also see myself nowadays listening to more older debates, like I state, Malcolm X debates, Fred Hampton speeches, just a lot of like black revolutionary shit. I don't know, that's the timing I've been on. Now to get back onto the topic of Young Miami, there was a older black woman artist who came out and was like, I don't really like what Young Miami is promoting. And honestly, in my opinion, she did this in a very respectful way, and let's check that out.
There are a lot of people who are saying it's just a song. Well, if that's what you think, enjoy. But what I know is that music has power. But of course,
It does.
I have used that power to help some people, and I have traveled around this world twice, and I see the impact of what we export out of the Black American experience to the rest of the world. Longer story for another time. I was also in the blogs because I made comments about Clive Davis. And I said, watch what kind of stories you're going to see coming out about him. I signed my record deal when I was 22 years old. And so I learned about human nature through the lens of the music industry. So I got a full hot dose.
Man, big shout out to NDRE, dog. And she is the type of black people in the community that we need to uplift and put on the pedestal. This lady has so many songs where she is talking about appreciating her black skin. She's going against consumerism and capitalism by saying that my worth is not determined by the price of my clothes. And like, come on, bruh, she be spitting. But with that being said, even though NDRE did this in the most respectful way by stating what she said, people were still offended and they attacked her.
All the negative music that come out, you want to simply try to target a young black female that's doing something positive, that's in her.
Yo, look at this big black milk dud, bruh. Like, you could tell all he do is consume negativity. From what he eats to the way he thinks, and that translates into the way he speaks. Like, gang. There's no, like, bro, I love that song, that spin that shit. Trust me, bro, I love that song. But that song's promoting nothing but straight, like, negativity, gang. Like, now niggas want to be scammers. Now niggas want to be killers. Niggas, like, come on, gang. Like I get it. Like, empowering black women, but we got to stop. Like, bro, y'all got to remember, evil has power, too. So when you're saying empowering black women, that can be good and negative.
Bag right now. You talked about her bag when she put out certain singles. You talked about her over and over again with situations with who the nigga she was dealing with. Everything, y'all.
Like, Unc, Young Miami is not finna let you crack, bruh. JT not letting you crack, gang. Like, chill, bruh.
Y'all get on this internet and act like y'all life is all peaches and cream. Bad breath smelling ass. I know you. I know you mad. I know you hold bad and you jealous. You look at that young fine girl on that stage rocking each clubs each and every night, these appearances, these hosts. She dropping her hottest single out there.
I ain't gonna lie, this the Unc that your parents tell you to stay clear of. This the Unc that your parents tell you to stay the fuck away from, bro. For real, look at his ass, bro. He talking about that fine young girl. He pushing like 60. You got other shit you need to be worried about, Unc. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Young Miami, you better not let these old ragla ass bitches deter nothing you trying to do. That's why I don't f you old bitches. That's why I would not f you old bitches for the game to pass you by, bitch.
And this is why I do respect my elders, but a lot of y'all niggas is dumb. Just because you old don't mean you smart.
Facts.
Trick Daddy, you do not even understand that this music that is being pushed and put out, we don't own it. Y'all know who own it. They push this music out. This degeneracy. Our women rapping about how we need to trick off. The men rapping about how they shooting their brothers. This stuff is pushed. It's not pushed by us. So when another black person comes out and in a respectful way and says that I don't think we should be, listening to it as much, y'all want to say that she's hating? What? For two, he said that the song is a positive song, bro. What is positive about Spin That? Where all my scamming ass niggas at? Boosting bitches, where y'all at? I like a gangsta ass nigga making more than 10 figures. Only f with the hitters. For his girl, he a trick. Calling up his trap phone, pussy nigga, where you at? Like, I am just perplexed on why people are mad at NDRE, dog. It reminds me of a Boondocks episode. Like, a person tries to come out and say, yeah, we don't need to be doing this, and everybody just attacks her. It is crazy.
Yo, no bullshit. The Boondocks, the Boondocks need to make a comeback, gang, because, like, literally, bro, like, it's like every day is a Boondocks episode. There's always some other shit going on. If the Boondocks came back right now, they'd have so much content. They could damn near release 10 episodes a day if they wanted to and not run out of content, bro.
NDRE is a bird who wishes everybody was singing her songs. That's why she is so mad with Carisha.
Yo, they got black people brainwashed. That is crazy, bro. That is crazy.
Now, I'm not saying that Carisha is not a bird. She does have bird behavior or bird.
I'm sorry to pause you already, but I would rather everyone sing NDRE songs. I want to go and just read her lyrics as well. This is one of her biggest songs called Video. I'm not the average girl from your video, and I ain't built like a supermodel, but I've learned to love myself unconditionally because I am a queen. I'm not the average girl from your video. My worth is not determined by the price of my clothes. No matter what I'm wearing, I will always be NDRE. When I look into the mirror and the only one there is me, every freckle on my face where it's supposed to be. And I know my creator didn't make no mistakes on me. My feet, my thighs, my lips, my eyes. I'm loving what I see. I would rather all of the black little girls and the black woman in the black community.
See, I can't lie. I respect the lyrics, but I'm not listening to that shit. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm listening to that spin that shit. But I get the message trying to be pushed though. I understand it.
My eyes. I'm loving what I see. I would rather all of the black little girls and the black woman in the black community sing indie R&B lyrics over anything Young Miami has put out.
Tendencies. But in this scenario, she is not the bird. It is India Ari. Because every song that India Ari sings, she separates herself from her blackness. I am not my hair as a black woman. I am not my skin as a black woman. I am the joy that lives within. Girl, what? That's literally
She's talking about her soul. See, that's what I'm saying. This bitch is a dumbass.
CCM music, because they dream and want us to separate from our blackness as people who believe in Christ. That's what they want. They want you to separate your blackness because they don't want you to identify as a black Christian. But that's another video, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna end it because y'all know how I feel about Christianity, man. I ain't trying to piss nobody off. Matter of fact,
To all my Gen Xers and Boomers out there, remember, disagreement doesn't always mean disrespect. And I did disagree with some of the things that India said. Now, is music powerful? Absolutely. She is not wrong there. And can music be harmful? Yep. But please respectfully miss me with the fact that the black community isn't free because Young Miami created a catchy song that people of all communities are using to make memes with, which is why it is spreading like wildfire.
Bro, how brainwashed do you gotta be to sit in your car with a microphone and really like argue, like put on makeup and really argue about this shit, yo? Like, this is actually, like, it was funny at first, but now it's getting kind of scary.
The way media works nowadays isn't the same as 20 years ago. Hi, my degree's in media. Last I checked, before Spin That came out, upwards of 500,000 black women lost their jobs last year and this year. What song did that? Which artist is responsible for that? Maybe Gunna's Who's Getting F***ed Tonight is the reason why they're stripping women of our reproductive rights. Pop quiz. Usher, Drake, Chris Brown. Which one of these artists are the reason why the administration depicted former First Lady and former President Obama as monkeys? What song was it that did that? India said she's been all around twice and she's disappointed at the mass acceptance of the song. She said she couldn't even say the name of the song. It's called Spin Dat. And I understand where she's coming from. However, in order to stop mass acceptance, we have to prevent mass production. Who's responsible for producing this? Who's responsible for the distribution of it?
all of this has to do with capitalism, okay? And let me explain. With a lot of these rappers, women or male, the niggas that rap about sliding on blocks, killing niggas, they don't even live that life. The women rapping about tricking and doing all these things with their body, they are not doing that. But guess what? When they can rap about it, they can talk about it in these.
I wouldn't say that, bro. I live in Miami. A lot of these niggas that rap, and a lot of these bitches that rap, they're doing exactly what they're talking about in their songs. I will say that much. But generally speaking, he is correct, though.
Songs, they make a lot of money from it. So they are getting rich on an individualistic level, providing for their families, while at the same time poisoning the youth. Because a lot of these kids, they listen to this stuff and they think that it's real, right? Obviously, adults like me and you, we can listen to this stuff and be like, okay, yeah, we're not gonna do this. But a lot of these kids are influenced by this type of music, right? There are so many black girls who listen to a lot of these degenerate ass songs by people like Young Miami, and they grow up thinking that, okay, this is how I gotta be. Okay, I need to sell my body to show my worth. For the black boys, they think I gotta be tough, I gotta be this gangster, I gotta shoot people to, you know what I'm saying? So they don't really know. So I'm not talking about us adults. I'm really thinking about the younger generation that listen to this type of stuff. And it's like, bro, if you got a platform and you know that this is bullshit, why put it out? But guess what? They gotta get their money. All they care about is, once again, pushing that black capitalist initiative.
Which company is giving millions to the marketing and the advertising
She's
that's
speaking,
putting
though.
this trash in front of our children? Here's a hint. It's not Saucy Santana, Sexy Red, or Young Miami. It's people with actual power that'll just go to the hood. You know, the hood that's, right by the church where the pastor has many wives and millions of dollars and Rolls Royces. Black women, are you ready to talk about that? Older black women, are you ready to, since we're holding every...
Okay, at first I was on her dick. I mean, whoa, hey, yo, no homo. But now I understand what she's saying, though.
Everybody else accountable? Are we ready to? No, okay. They're just going to look at a little black boy and a little black girl from there and say, "Do you want to make it out of here?" And then they'll say, "This is what you have to do that."
Yeah, you're
Because
right.
historically, that's how it's happened.
That's
Here's
right.
an opportunity. You got one group of the older generation of black women that are super into respectability politics because of the white people. The white people are watching. The white people won't be impressed with us. We got to work hard. Got to work harder. Got to be smart.
I don't think this is respectability politics though. Like, especially
I ain't gonna lie, the only thing I think is how she ain't stutter, saying all them words with W so fast.
with me, I don't give a fuck about none of them folks. I hold everyone to the same standards. I don't want black women out here treating their bodies as an object that they can sell and they can just flash around like you're worth more than that. It's the same way I treat a lot of the black males. I don't think you need to be out here killing your fucking brothers, talking about how you disrespect women. I don't promote any of that. I am on the same coin of it. So it isn't respectability politics to want better for your people. Now, if I was out here saying, oh, y'all need to stop acting like this and doing like this because them white folks gonna look at it this way, that's respectability politics. This shit has nothing to do with them.
Harder, and we did. We became scholars. Black women became scholars. They called us DEI hires. Then you got another subgroup of the older generation of black women that are extremely male-centered, so everything is for a husband, for the male. But we can't listen to y'all because we see how miserable you guys are with the men that you decided to settle with. Look at Trick Daddy. Somebody married that and somebody created that, so somebody along the way fucked up and nobody's admitting to it. But look at Trick Daddy. Right now, as we speak, you can look it up. Trick Daddy is calling India Irie an old hoe. These are the men y'all were preparing us to marry. Historically, black people have always created art and made entertainment out of pain and current circumstances and environmental circumstances. The economy is shit right now, so people are looking for the scammers and the boosters. Where are they? The corporations and the administration. The India Iries, Lauryn Hills, and Michelle Obamas of the world are important, and I do believe there need to be more of them.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Michelle Obama, bro. Like when I was in middle school and high school, it was Michelle Obama K, bro. Cause bro, we had such good snacks in the vending machine, and you fucked that up, bro. Don't nobody want no baked Cheetos, nigga. I didn't even like no. Don't nobody want no baked Lays. Actually, no. Those were busting. Everything else though, trash, nigga. Fries.
Think that the Young Miamis, the Cardi B's, and the Lizzos create a good balance. So please, please, please don't hate on Young Miami for this song. Save all your energy for when Diddy comes out and him, and Pastor Jamal Bryant go on their Hose, Hennessy, and Holy Water tour, because that's what you should be mad at. I believe that's coming next. And you know what? Crickets. Y'all won't say a word.
I like her breakdown, and even though I disagree with her on some things, I think we can agree on most. But yeah, man, that's gonna be it for this video. If y'all want to see something,
Hey man, that's an interesting video, bro. If y'all like, subscribe to the YouTube. Hey, we on Kick every single day, Monday through Friday. Not Saturdays and Sundays though, unless I feel like it.